Hello, this is Sele1 once again, and this time I'm not going to be dusting the figure cabinet. Now, some of you may have caught on the fact that I don't live exactly the same place where I keep all of my figures. These are actually at my mother's house, and since I live in another city now, I don't upload as often, and I don't have my figures with me where I live. I haven't had the time to take them. And right now I was abroad. I was away for 4 months from my country, and yeah, this thing is dirty. So I decided to let you a peek of my collection here and all of the crap that I keep in here. And at the same time, since I will be doing this, I will be dusting it because, quite honestly, despite the fact that the doors close more or less tightly, this thing this tiny dust gets it everywhere. So yeah, I'm going to be passing through all my figures, my anime collections, and my other figures, like the Final Fantasy or Resident Evil ones, just so that you can see it, and to make, for once, room for the one that my sister and my mother gave me for my birthday a few days ago, and to, well, talk about for a while, maybe if one, oh, I see that there's a person already there, so hi to you that are watching. I hope you don't get bored here, but, well, let's begin. I'm going to be doing this one-handed, because I'm holding my phone. You know that I don't have professional recording equipment, since I'm just doing this for the sake of the hobby. And oh Jesus, this is gross. So yeah, this is the second or third piece of furniture that I have for holding my figures, and as you can see, it's kind of filled to the brim already. It's hard to fit some stuff in here because all the boxes are different sizes, and you have to play Tetris in here every time that you need to put everything back in place, just so that you can fit everything back. And I want to, oh yeah, so that is just the top shelf. Some of my Evangelion evolutions are here. We have here Unit 1 and 2, the Positron Rifle Unit 2 Gamma. Here we have the Mass Production Eva as a complete edition. My Evangelion Unit 3 and 4, the custom Unit 4 that I made with this one. This is Unit 3. My Unit 4 and Mark 6, the Wunder, it's here also. Unit 3, Play Arts of Aerith, I bought that one recently while I was abroad. So, I don't know what will be better, to take everything off and then just put it back again, or taking everything out, dusting it, and then putting it back again. I'm going to start with that. So, this thing, I keep pretty much everything of my anime collection in here, because otherwise it just gets incredibly dusty. I live less than a mile from the beach, and sand flies just everywhere. I remember that when I had like 10 figures, I had a cubbyhole about this size in one of the larger furnitures downstairs, and it was more or less airtight. When I moved in here, I bought one that was about 4 times that size, and then Evangelion 2.0 came along, and it filled up in like 2 months with all of the figures that they released back then. So I needed a new one. Yeah, where did I put it? Yeah, it's been, the collection has been growing and growing, and the boxes have been piling. So I've had to improvise here and there with the space and the accommodation. I tried to keep them thematically together. Like, for example, all of the Evangelion 1.0 figures go here, all the Neon Genesis Evangelion figures go here, and so on. This is the custom I was talking about, which is upside down. Oh, back when Evangelion Unit 4 did not have a Unit 4 rebuild incarnation. So, yeah. So I have not had time to order the new Evangelion Unit 1, the anime version of something that they announced so many months ago. Since I was abroad, I did not know if I was going to have the money to buy it this month in time, like I usually do. I normally order them as soon as they are announced at Miami. But since I was, as I said, I was abroad, I did not know if I was going to be needing to use my credit card or something. And I did not order it. And now it's well past the release date. I think it was released a few days ago. This is something that I normally use on some of my figures. It's an Evangelion launch platform from the... how's it? Okay, here we go again. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. Please be patient. I've never done this before. So, what was I saying? Yeah, I did not order the new EVA Unit 1 because I didn't know if I was going to... I know, it was this. I've already said about the Unit 1. So, I was talking about this thing. It's from one of the old Evangelion figures. It's from the old Kyoto ones. It's supposed to be the launch pad for the EVAs. A friend of mine gave it to me a long time ago. Actually, I kind of borrowed and never gave it back, and he never asked back. Probably he forgot. So let's keep it between us. The tiny Sachiel figure that I assembled some time ago that collects dust like crazy. And yeah, here are some other of my other hobbies. My hobbies, the cloak card set that I have. I have several other hobbies besides Evangelion. Normally people that watch anime do. And these are the 3.0 figures. We have Mark 9 Evangelion 13, Unit 8 Beta, the 8+2 and 2 Gamma. And this one is stuck with those because otherwise there is no way to assemble them. I had these weapons 3D printed, but I did not really like them much. My Evangelion manga collection, which is finally complete after God knows moving on. I'm just going to put this here a moment. There you go. How come one of them is already yellowing? They were all printed in less than a year span, so... How strange. Well, these are the 2.0 figures. This is what I was talking about. All of them together on the same level. But I think these are the only ones that are actually together, because all of the others are different size boxes and you can't really put them together without one of them getting in the way of the other. And since I cannot reassemble the way these spaces are made, or you can, but by enlarging one of the holes you have to make another one shorter. And that is the only thing that I do not like about it. I wanted to make a custom furniture for this, but it's just kind of... Well, for once it is going to be really expensive for something like that. And on the other hand, Mini Wonder, I think I reviewed this, didn't I? It's basically a gashapon. These are all the Neon Genesis Evangelion figures, and you can see that this furniture basically storages anything that I don't want it to collect dust, because I have my custom EVA Unit 1, the Vasek Unit 1, and yeah, basically everything that I don't want to collect dust. But it's kind of hard because it's not the regular hairs or dust that gets in here. It's the tiny little specks of dust, the one that usually makes me start sneezing. Kind of allergic to dust, actually. Anyways, so have you watched the leaked Evangelion final trailer? I know I have. You probably have already. I actually discovered it was leaked the day of my birthday, and since I was out with my family that day, I did not knew until later at night, and that was like the final moment of triumph for a very good birthday. I don't think I have reviewed this figure. It's the Yamaguchi Evangelion Unit 1. Different color scheme, but it's basically the same as the Neon Genesis Evangelion Unit 1. This is what I was talking about. Damn dust. Anyways, let's get back at this. So yeah, what was I talking about? The Evangelion final trailer, yes. A lot of discussion going around what is happening on that trailer. It's pretty much like the one of Asuka in space that we originally got for Evangelion Q. And it doesn't say anything that it's happening. It is just showing us that probably that they are doing something, which pretty much at this time it's been like I think it's going to be released 8 years after the last one. Yu-Gi-Oh card case, because I do play Yu-Gi-Oh. I really liked I played Yu-Gi-Oh, but now I just collect the cards for their art or whatnot, because I don't know, it's kind of nostalgia. Oh, here we have some joints, some spare joints that I have, because Robotech stopped manufacturing theirs a long time ago, and I just needed to find a new ones. Oh, there it is, Sephiroth. Because I don't know how I'm going to put all of these back together now. So I'm just probably going to be showing everything and then dusting it. And then I'm going to interrupt it to save everything in place. Just put everything back so that I can use both hands, because otherwise it's going to be impossible to put everything back in place. Oh, damn it. Oh, that is dust collecting again. So, okay, let's see what we have here. This is the book collection I have on Evangelion. Well, for once it's the Evangelion DVDs that I have: the Death and Rebirth, End of Evangelion, the Evangelion 2.0, and, well, the Rebuild of Evangelion movies that are out in DVD. Oh, a minute, where is the... Oh, there it is. I was getting scared already. Where was the Platinum collection of the series? It was here, but I had moved it. So, the storyboard collection of Evangelion that I have around here. Get over here. And yeah, the groundwork of Evangelion series of books, that is the Platinum collection, the manga entertainment one, the Evangelion 1.0 and 2.0 Genga collection, the groundwork of Neon Genesis Evangelion volumes 1 to 3, and the first and second parts of End of Evangelion. It's one of my favorite books. I haven't had time to look for the 2 volumes of Evangelion Q's Genga collection. This is the Dies Terne illustration book. It's a collection of illustrations from different authors. Some of them are really cool, some of them are kind of weird, but I really like it. I use it as templates many times when I do some illustration on my blog, which has been notoriously... Oh, damn it. Oh, my 801 Hot Toys. One of my... I'm also a big Resident Evil fan. I have pretty much all of the games, and This is not the only hot toys that I have of Resident Evil, but she is certainly my favorite. Because damn, Ada is kind of my waifu. Yeah, I'm not afraid of saying that she is. Oh, my Yu-Gi-Oh card collection. It's in here too. As I was saying, I just collect them for the sake of the illustrations now, because I really don't understand what's happening on the game right now. It's been years since I've stopped playing. Oh yeah. Big Dark Magician Soccer, I have all of them. Except for that one. I need to buy that one and that one. But yeah. Yeah, I have many cards in here. But as I said, I don't play with them anymore. I wanted to start playing it again when they made all the new support for the Dark Magician, but then I decided that I could better invest my money somewhere else, because it was so damn expensive. It was always an expensive hobby. And this is certainly not for Resident Evil 4. This one is Leon. And I'm ashamed to say, well, yes and no. I'm ashamed to say that it's a bootleg of the Hot Toys one, because it's so damn expensive. And when I saw that one at half the price, I was like, should I or should I not? It was a difficult choice for me. But finally I decided that I really wanted a Leon to go along with the others, so with Ada. So I bought it. I have Wesker here, Midnight Wesker. This one is probably the most expensive figure that I have. It was already very rare when I bought it. We have Battlesuit Jill, the first Hot Toys that I got, and the one that got me hooked into this. I've been meaning to buy the Resident Evil 6 Ada and Leon and Resident Evil 5 Chris, but they are expensive too, and I really don't have the money for forking out on those. So yeah, I know it's a bootleg, and I know it is a terrible thing to do, but damn, I wanted it so badly. So what else do I have here? I have the light bulbs that I normally use when I take pictures of my figures. For those that are wondering, I normally use this screen that I have over here. It's folded inside, and it's a light box for photography. It's not a mature one. As I said, I did this for a hobby. I bought this. It's a 27th report of the Human Instrumentality Project notebook. I said I'm going to use it for something really, really good, and I never actually got to use it. It's one of those things that you say that you're going to use, and in the end you feel bad for using it. This is a comic that I made some time ago for a biochemistry class. It was a weird assignment. The assignment was make a comic about enzymes. And I was like, well, so I got creative, and instead of, it was not a comic, it was write a story about enzymes. And I dabbled a lot on what I was supposed to do about it. Little piggy bank, quite literally. My Nintendo Wii U, well, it's a friend's, I borrowed it. And I should be taking it out because I have to bring it back already. And those are the only two assemble figures that I have, that I've taken that I've buttered in assembling. Because what is this? Because I am terrible at assembling these things. Like really, really bad, and they are not properly finished, nor painted. And if you move them too much, they start to crackle. And oh, this one is crackling. The rubber on the arm. I can only imagine how bad it would be if it were outside. I also have an EVA Unit 2, but I just why did I buy those for? I don't even. Oh, I remember now. I wanted some new models of the Lens of Longinus to have to pose with the Revoltex, because the Revoltec lenses are kind of cheaply made. Here we have Unit 2. It's the old ones from Bandai. Those are like really cheap. And, well, relatively they are cheap. They are, but I found them at discount, and you can imagine why I don't take them out. I don't really like them much. I don't have the patience for assembly figures, so whenever I just have to take pictures, I just use the Revoltech ones. And yeah, those two I bought them for the lands. Where are they? Come to think of it, where are they? Oh, I remember now. Where are they? Where they are? I stuffed them here. The Yu-Gi-Oh box, actually, because yeah, that's what I was talking about. This was a little thing that I bought when a bit of impulse shopping. It's supposed to be it's a, how do you call it, spring-powered machine gun? But I've really never used it. It's I figured that it is on scale with most of the Robotechs, but it's so heavy relatively that they can't hold it, so I don't use it. And here's the reason I bought those two assemble figures, the Bandai models for the spears. I really like the details that they put into this. And where's the other one? This is a rifle that came with Unit 2. This is the AW Mastema from the... It was also a Bandai model. It was an Evangelion Unit 1, the F-type Unit 1. But I gave that one away to a kid that really liked it because he just saw a robot and I did not really like that figure, so I just gave it away. And the double chainsaw, I just kept all the weapons because that's what I wanted them for. A replica I made of the Lance of Cassius. I think it came more or less alright. And here is the other Lance of Longinus. I really love the detail that they put into this. It's pretty much like the... what's it called? Whatchamacallit? Real Action Heroes? No, it's not those. It's the other ones that were released recently. The... Oh, I forgot the name. Bampresto? No, it's not Bampresto. It's I forgot the name. But they released recently Eva Unit 1 and 2 and some of the rebuild figures. No, I forgot the name, sorry. But yeah, well, now I have to put everything back again. Yeah, it's probably going to take a while, and I'm going to need both of my hands. As I said, I'm recording on my cell phone because I don't have a professional equipment here. And well, yeah, I promise that I will be uploading a new video sometime soon because there are still some of the older figures that I have to review, and some of the other ones that I need to re-review in high definition. So yeah, I hope that I can upload something else the following week. And so yeah, let me know if you have any questions or suggestions or anything. You know that I despite I don't upload often, I'm always answering questions and comments in my videos. It doesn't matter if it is a really old video or a new one, I'm going to be receiving the notification and answering. So don't try, if you have a question about a certain figure, just post it in that video. Somebody once told me that they were surprised that I was answering in a 3-year-old video. But yeah, it's one of my videos. I need to answer in all of them. I'm responsible for keeping them. So yeah, don't worry if looking for a recent video to comment on a figure that is not the one on the video. Just try to keep all the questions on the figure at hand, so to speak, or on the Eva at hand at least. It's easier for me to keep track of what has been asked and what not. And you probably are going to find the answer you're looking for in another one. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to be interrupting this in a few seconds just to start stuffing everything back together. So, well, yeah, this was, yeah, I think that's all. I just need to find out where to put that one. Oh, the boxes of these ones are so big. Like, oh my god, it's probably going to be the only place that one's going to fit. Hey, Sephiroth. If you have watched the Evangelion Unit 0 video that I have around, you know that I like Final Fantasy 2. I was doing something with the figure, and right at that moment, the victory fanfare, the victory theme sounded in the middle of the video. I found it a hilarious coincidence, so I left it there. Well, anyway, so yep, I'm going to start with all of this because otherwise I'm not going to finish with one hand. So, to those 2 or 3 that joined in this live stream, thank you for watching, for taking your time. So those that are going to be watching it later, thanks for watching, thanks for following my channel. I know I don't upload as often as I used to, but I'm going to try to be doing it. So yep, this was Silly One dusting the figure cabinet, and thanks for watching. And I would say visit my blog, but I don't post in there anymore. Well, I do. I hope that I do, but it's just hard for me to sit for 2 hours making an image every week now. So I try to post one every one of them. I think it's been a year since I posted it there, but I still follow that one. I still follow what happens there. I don't track visits or anything, but yeah, drop a comment there once in a while. I'm certainly more active here, and don't go to my channel. I haven't posted there in ages, and I don't remember even checking it. Anyway, this was one making a video live stream, dusting the cabinet, I'm going to call it, because that's what it was. So yeah, but thanks for watching, and if you have any questions and comments, always leave it behind. So thank you.